Tonight, as the world slowly quiets down, as the noise fades and your thoughts begin to soften, you are invited into a deeper space. A space where time slows, where life feels lighter, where you don't have to figure everything out. Just gently close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Because tonight's journey is not about rushing. It is about seeing. Seeing your life, your time, and yourself through God's eyes. We often see life as a race. We measure it in years, in achievements, in moments we think we missed, and in things we wish we had done differently. We worry about time slipping away. We replay the past. We fear the future. But what if, just for tonight, you could step out of that human view? What if you could see your life the way God sees it? Not rushed, not broken, not incomplete, but whole, perfectly timed, and deeply meaningful. Tonight's story will take you there. There was once a man named Arav. Arav lived a life like many others. Busy, full, always moving. He often said to himself, "I don't have enough time." He felt behind in success, behind in happiness, behind in life. Even on quiet nights, his mind refused to rest. He would think about missed opportunities, mistakes, things he should have done sooner, and one night, exhausted from his own thoughts, he whispered softly, "God, if you are there, just give me more time." That night, something unusual happened. As Arav fell asleep, he felt himself waking up again. But not in his room. He was standing in a vast, silent space. There was no clock, no sun, no sound. Only a soft, endless light. And then a gentle voice spoke. "Why do you ask for more time?" Arav turned, confused. "Because I don't have enough. I haven't done enough. I feel like I'm running out." The voice was calm, steady, beyond emotion. "You believe time is running away from you. But what if you are the one running from time?" Arav didn't understand. Suddenly, before him, a river appeared. But this was no ordinary river. It was made of moments. He could see his childhood, laughing freely. He could see his teenage years, filled with dreams. He saw his struggles, his failures, his quiet victories. Every moment flowing gently like water. "Look closely," the voice said. Arav watched carefully. None of the moments were missing. None were too fast or too slow. Everything flowed perfectly. "But I felt like I wasted so much time," Arav whispered. The voice responded, From your eyes it feels wasted, from mine. Nothing is wasted. The light around him grew softer. You measure time in seconds and years. The voice said, I measure it in growth, in experience, in becoming. Arav felt something shift inside him. All those moments you call mistakes, they shaped you. All those delays you feared, they protected you. All those pauses you resisted, they were giving you strength. Arav's heart grew quiet. So, I was never behind. The answer came gently. You were always exactly where you needed to be. The river faded, and now Arav saw himself, not as he usually did. Not with doubt, not with pressure, but differently. He saw his effort, he saw his kindness, he saw his strength, even in weakness. Why don't I see myself like this? He asked. Because you look through fear, the voice said. I see you through truth. Arav felt tears. But they were not heavy. They were soft, peaceful. Tell me, the voice continued, why do you try to control everything? Arav sighed. Because I'm afraid. Afraid things won't work out. The voice replied. And has your control ever stopped uncertainty? Arav paused. No. Then why carry a burden that was never yours? For the first time, Arav felt something he hadn't felt in years. Stillness. He didn't need more time. He didn't need to rush. He just needed to trust. The light began to fade. Wait, Arav said softly. What should I do now? The answer came like a whisper carried by the wind. Live, but don't rush. Act, but don't force. Dream, but don't fear. And above all, trust that I am already holding your time. Arav woke up. The same room, the same life. But something had changed. For the first time, he wasn't thinking about what he lacked. He simply breathed, and in that breath, he felt peace. Now, as you rest here tonight, let this truth settle gently within you. Your life is not late. Your time is not running out. You are not behind. From God's eyes, you are unfolding exactly as you should. Every moment you lived, every path you took, every delay, every lesson, it all belongs. You don't need to chase time. You don't need to fix everything tonight. Just rest. Because while you sleep, life continues to unfold perfectly, quietly, beautifully. Take one slow breath in, and as you exhale, let go of the need to control everything. You are held, you are guided, you are seen, and time is not your enemy. The value of the life we already have, so allow yourself to slow down for a moment. Let the world move quietly around you, and together let us explore a simple story called The life you have is priceless. There is something very quiet about life. Not the loud parts, not the busy days, not the moments when everything feels heavy, but something deeper, something gentle, something that quietly exists in every human life. The simple truth that the life you have is something beyond value, something that cannot be bought, something that cannot be replaced. And yet, many people walk through their days without realizing this. They wake up, they hurry through the morning. They move from one task to another, always chasing the next goal, the next achievement, the next step that they believe will finally make life feel complete. But somehow, that feeling of completion keeps moving further away. There was once a man who lived exactly like this. Every day he worked harder than the day before. He believed success would bring him peace. He believed that happiness was waiting somewhere ahead, somewhere in the future. He told himself many things. One day I will relax. One day I will slow down. One day I will enjoy life. But that day never seemed to come. Years passed quietly. Life kept moving forward, and without noticing it, he slowly forgot how to enjoy simple moments. One evening, after another long day, he decided to take a short walk. Nothing special, just a quiet walk near his home. The sky was painted with soft colors, orange, pink, and gentle shades of gold. The air felt calm, cool, peaceful. As he walked along a small path, he noticed something. Children were playing nearby. They were laughing, running freely, smiling without worry. They were not thinking about tomorrow. They were not worrying about success. They were not comparing their lives with anyone. They were simply enjoying the moment. One of the children picked up a small stone from the ground, but the child looked at it with curiosity, as if it was something precious. He proudly showed it to his friends, and they smiled, as if that tiny stone was a treasure. The man watched them quietly, and for the first time in many years, something inside him slowed down. He realized something simple. Children find joy in the smallest things, but adults often forget how. When we are young, life feels magical. The sky looks bigger. The wind feels softer. The world feels full of wonder. But as years pass, many people stop noticing these things. They become too busy, too worried, too focused on what they don't have, instead of appreciating what they already do. The man sat down on a nearby bench, and for a moment, he did nothing. No phone, no plans, no rushing thoughts, just silence. And in that silence, he began to notice things he had ignored for years. The sound of birds returning home, the gentle movement of leaves in the evening wind, the quiet fading colors of the sunset, the calm rhythm of the world. And, suddenly, a simple thought appeared in his mind. Life itself is the greatest gift. Not achievements, not money, not recognition, just life. The simple experience of being here, walking under the open sky, feeling the air around you, seeing the beauty of the world, sharing moments with people, laughing, learning, growing. Even the difficult days carry meaning, because they remind us that we are alive. Life is not meant to be perfect. It is meant to be experienced. Every sunrise, every quiet evening, every conversation, every step forward, all of it becomes part of our story. And that story is priceless. Think about it for a moment. Among billions of people in the world, there has never been someone exactly like you. Your experiences, your memories, your thoughts, your journey, all of these create a life that is completely unique, and that uniqueness gives your life value. Not because everything is perfect, but because it is rare. Every moment you experience is something that will never happen again in the exact same way. And that is what makes life so precious. The man remained on that bench for a long time. The sky slowly turned darker. Stars appeared quietly above him, and for the first time in many years, felt peaceful. Not because his life suddenly became perfect, but because he finally understood something simple. He had spent years searching for value outside, but the most valuable thing was already with him: the simple joys and the moments when we remembered that the life we have is truly priceless. When the world became quiet, his thoughts often became louder. He would think about things he should have done better, things he said, things he didn't say. Sometimes he thought about tomorrow, sometimes about yesterday, and many nights he fell asleep carrying the weight of the day inside his mind. One evening, after a particularly long day, Daniel decided to take a walk. The sky was slowly turning dark, and the first stars had begun appearing above the hills. The town was calm as Daniel walked along a quiet path. He noticed an old wooden bench near a small lake, and sitting there was an elderly man. The man looked peaceful, simply watching the reflection of the moon in the water. Daniel nodded politely and sat on the other side of the bench. For a few minutes, neither of them spoke. The night itself seemed to be speaking. Finally, the old man smiled and said softly, "Beautiful night, isn't it?" Daniel nodded. "Yes, it is." After a moment, the old man asked, "Tell me, when your day ends, does your mind become quiet?" Daniel laughed softly. "Not really. My mind becomes even louder." The old man chuckled gently. "That happens to many people." Then he pointed toward the lake. "Look at the water." Daniel looked. The surface of the lake reflected the moon perfectly. But then a small ripple passed across the water, and the reflection broke into tiny pieces. "Do you see?" the old man asked. He paused for a moment. "Our mind is like that water. When it is restless, everything appears broken. But when it becomes calm, everything becomes clear." Daniel sat quietly, thinking about those words. Daniel looked at him curiously. "How do you do that?" The old man smiled. "Every night before I sleep, I do 3 simple things." He raised one finger. "First, I thank the day, no matter how ordinary it was. Even difficult days bring lessons. Then he raised a second finger. Second, I forgive the day. I forgive mistakes, my own and others, because tomorrow deserves a fresh beginning. Then he raised a third finger, and third, I let the day go. Just like the sun lets go of the sky every evening. Daniel looked again at the calm lake. The moon was still there, bright and quiet. The old man said gently, "If you sleep with peace, morning will greet you with a smile, because your mind will be light and your heart will be free." They sat together for a while longer. Eventually, Daniel stood up. He thanked the old man and began walking home. But something inside him felt different. The day no longer felt heavy. When he reached his home, he sat quietly for a moment before going to bed. And for the first time in a long while, he tried the simple practice the old man had shared. He thanked the day, even for the small moments, and that night, Daniel slept with a calm mind. No racing thoughts, no heavy worries. Just quiet rest. The next morning, as sunlight gently entered his room, Daniel woke up, and something beautiful happened. Without even thinking about it, he smiled. Not because something extraordinary happened, but because his heart felt light. Because peace had quietly visited during the night, and, from that day forward, Daniel carried a small reminder with him. Each night is not the end of something, it is the release of the day, and each morning is the beginning of a new smile. So tonight, as the world slowly becomes quiet around you, remember something very simple. The day is finished. You have done enough. Whatever was incomplete can wait for tomorrow. Allow the mind to become like the calm lake, still, peaceful, quiet. And when you rest with that peace, morning may greet you with the simplest gift of all. A gentle smile, good night, and may your night be calm and your morning kind. Begin. On a quiet hill outside a small town, there was a place where the night sky looked endless. The air was cool, the grass moved gently in the wind. And above, thousands of stars shimmered softly like tiny lanterns. A young man named Daniel often came to this hill, not because he was lonely, but because this place made his heart feel calm. Whenever life felt busy or the world became too loud, he would sit under the night sky and simply breathe. Tonight was one of those nights. Daniel lay back on the grass, watching the slow movement of the clouds across the stars. The world felt quiet, very quiet, and in that quiet, his thoughts slowly drifted to someone special, someone who had once walked beside him through many days of life. It could have been a friend, or someone he loved deeply. Someone whose presence once made ordinary days feel brighter. He remembered the small moments, the simple conversations, the laughter that arrived without effort, the quiet understanding that needed no words. Some memories were warm, like sunlight on a peaceful afternoon. Others were softer, like distant echoes carried gently by time. But none of them brought sadness. Instead, they brought gratitude, because sometimes people enter our lives not to stay forever, but to leave beautiful memories that remain with us, like stars in the sky. Daniel looked up again. The stars were still there, silent and steady. Some of them were incredibly far away, yet their light still reached the earth, and he realized something simple. People can be like stars. Even when they are no longer beside us, their light can still reach our hearts. Their kindness, their words, their presence continue shining quietly within us. Daniel closed his eyes for a moment. He whispered a silent thank you, not to the sky, but to the person whose memory had visited him tonight. Because sometimes the greatest gift someone leaves behind is not sadness, but warmth, a gentle reminder that love, friendship, and shared moments never truly disappear. They simply become part of who we are. The wind moved softly across the hill. The night grew deeper, and the stars looked brighter than before. Daniel slowly sat up. His heart felt peaceful. The past no longer felt heavy. It felt like a beautiful chapter of a long story. A story that continues, day by day, moment by moment. And somewhere, perhaps under another quiet sky, the person he remembered might also be looking at the same stars. That thought made him smile. Because sometimes, the universe keeps people connected in ways we cannot see. Daniel took one last look at the sky. The night was calm, the world was quiet, and somewhere within that quiet, beautiful memories gently rested, like stars that would never fade. And now, as the night grows deeper and the stars continue their silent journey, allow your mind to become lighter. Let your thoughts drift peacefully, like clouds across a calm sky. And if someone special, quietly, appears in your memories tonight, just smile. And let that warmth stay in your heart, because beautiful memories are one of life's quiet blessings. And remember something gentle and important. These positive memories, the beautiful moments we call good memories, stay with us for a lifetime. They quietly give us strength. They give us energy, and they fill our lives with warmth and positivity, even in difficult days. But never forget where these beautiful moments come from, somewhere beyond our understanding. There is a quiet grace, a higher presence. Some call it God, some call it the universe. It is this unseen kindness that allows such people and moments to enter our lives. So whenever a beautiful memory returns to your heart, pause for a moment, smile gently, and offer a silent thank you to the universe. Because why people changed, why some dreams faded, and why life often felt uncertain every day. His mind was full of questions. He believed that one day, if he could just find the right answers, everything would finally feel peaceful. So he kept searching through books, through conversations, through endless thoughts at night. But the more he searched, the more tired he became. Now it's a time of turning point one evening. After a long, exhausting day, he decided to take a walk. No destination, no purpose. Just walking. The sky was slowly turning orange. The wind was calm, and for the first time in a long while, he wasn't thinking about anything. He sat down near a quiet lake and watched the water move gently, without effort. The trees didn't question the wind. The water didn't question its path. The sun didn't rush to set. Everything simply was. And in that quiet moment, something inside him softened. He realized life was never asking him to figure everything out. It was never asking him to control every outcome. It was never asking him to have all the answers. Life was simply asking him to experience it, to live it, to feel it, to trust it. Just like the river that flows without knowing where it will end. Just like the night that arrives without asking permission, and slowly, for the first time, he stopped searching. In that stillness, all his questions didn't disappear, but they no longer felt heavy, because he understood something deeper. Not with his mind, but with his heart. That life doesn't need to be fully understood to be peacefully lived. And as he sat there, watching the last light fade into night, he felt something he hadn't felt in a long time. A quiet, gentle peace. And now, as you rest here, you don't need to understand everything tonight. You don't need to solve your life. You don't need to rush your journey. Everything is unfolding in its own time. Just like that man, you can let go just a little. You can soften just a little. You can trust just a little. And maybe, without even trying, you begin to understand life in the quietest, most peaceful way. Now, just rest. Let your breath be soft. Let your body be heavy. And let the night gently carry you into sleep. Everything is okay. You are safe, and you can rest now. There was once a man who had almost nothing in life. No big house, no strong support, no clear direction. Some days, even simple things felt difficult. He would look at others and quietly wonder, why is my life like this? Why do I have so little when others seem to have everything? But deep inside, there was one thing he never lost: his faith. Every morning, before the world woke up, he would sit quietly, close his eyes, and speak softly to God. Thank you for this day. Thank you for whatever you give. I trust you. He didn't ask for riches. He didn't complain about his struggles. He simply believed that whatever was happening for a reason. Days passed, And life didn't suddenly become easy. There were still struggles, still delays, still moments of doubt. But he kept his faith, not loudly, not to show others, but quietly within his heart. When something didn't go his way, he would smile gently and say, "Maybe God is protecting me." When he had to wait, he would whisper, "Maybe God is preparing something better." And slowly, without him even noticing, his life began to change. Not all at once, not in a dramatic way, but step by step, the right opportunity came at the right time. The right people appeared when he needed them most. And the things he once worried about started falling into place. Years later, he sat peacefully outside his home, watching the sky just like he used to. But this time, his heart felt full, not just because his life had improved, but because he understood something deeper. He was never alone. Even when he had nothing, God was quietly building everything. Every delay, every struggle, every closed door was not a punishment. It was protection. It was guidance. It was grace. And as he looked back, he smiled softly, because he realized the reason his life changed was not luck, was not force. It was simply this: he believed. Even when nothing made sense, and in that belief, God took care of everything. So moral of the story is, when you trust God completely, life quietly falls into place. This is best way to understand life. What if I tell you, right now, you can go to the year 2075? Would you feel excited or a little nervous? Yes, we will go in this year to learn something new. We will go, not with a machine, not with science, but with something far more powerful. Your awareness. Let me share a story with you. Just one person, a simple person, not very different from you. One night as he lay quietly in his bed, tired from the noise of life, a thought came to him. What would the future feel like if I could just see it once? Not to control it, not to change it, just to experience it. As his eyes grew heavier, something unusual happened. If there is a better way to live, let me see it once. There was no answer, no voice, just silence. But that silence was different. It felt alive, slowly, gently. He drifted into sleep, and when he opened his eyes, he was not in his room anymore. He was in 2075, but it didn't feel like he had traveled forward. It felt like he had stepped into a calmer version of existence. He stood there quietly, listening, not to sounds, but to the absence of noise. The air itself felt peaceful, not empty, but full of a soft, invisible presence. He began to walk. The ground beneath his feet responded gently, like it knew he was there, not controlling him, just supporting him. He looked around. The world was not more advanced in the way he expected. It was more aware. Buildings were simple but meaningful. Technology was present but silent. Nothing demanded attention. Nothing pulled his mind away from the present moment. For the first time, he felt like his mind belonged to him. He reached a place where people were gathered, not crowded, just present together. No one was looking down at devices. No one seemed distracted. They spoke slowly, listened deeply, and sometimes they said nothing at all. And yet, there was no awkwardness, only comfort. He sat among them. At first, he felt strange. His mind kept searching for stimulation. Something to check, something to do, something to prove. But there was nothing, and slowly, that restlessness began to melt, like ice under sunlight. A person sitting beside him looked at him and smiled. Not a forced smile, not a polite smile, but a smile that said, "You are safe here." And without any words, he understood. In 2075, people had not become more powerful. They had become more peaceful. They no longer measured life in achievements alone. They measured it in presence, in awareness, in how deeply they could experience a single moment. He closed his eyes, and as he did, he felt something familiar, something he had felt many times before, but had always ignored. That quiet presence within, that still voice, that gentle energy. The same one he used to call God. He opened his eyes quickly and looked around. Nothing had changed. No divine figure, no dramatic sign, and yet that feeling remained, stronger than ever. He realized something that shook him softly from within. Even in 2075, God had not changed. The universe had not changed. The energy had not changed. Only one thing had changed. People had finally learned to listen. They stopped drowning that inner voice with noise. They stopped running away from silence. They stopped searching outside for what was always within. He stood up slowly and began walking again, this time not with curiosity but with calm. He saw children playing, not addicted, not distracted, just present. He saw elders sitting under trees, not worrying about time, not holding on to regrets, just being. He saw people working, but without stress, without fear, without the constant pressure to prove their worth. And suddenly, a deep realization came to him. Nothing in this world is forcing peace away from us. We are the ones moving away from it. He stopped walking, closed his eyes again, and this time, he didn't search for anything. He simply allowed himself to be. And in that moment, he felt complete. Not because everything was perfect, but because nothing was missing. Time passed, or maybe it didn't. It didn't matter anymore, because for the first time, he was not thinking about past or future. He was just here. And then, slowly, very slowly, the world around him began to soften. The sounds faded, the light dimmed, and he felt himself returning, not suddenly, not forcefully, just gently. He opened his eyes, back in his room. Same walls, same ceiling, same life. But something inside him was no longer the same. The rush felt unnecessary. The stress felt lighter. The need to control everything had quietly disappeared, because now he knew. 2075 is not a place you reach. It is a state you remember. The universe you are searching for is already here. The same energy, the same God, the same silent guidance. Nothing has changed. Only your awareness. What if I tell you that tonight is not just another night? Not just another scroll, not just another tired breath before sleep. Not just another day ending the same way it always does. What if this quiet moment, this stillness, this exact night is where everything begins to change? There was a man named Ethan. Not someone extraordinary, not someone famous, just someone like you. He had dreams once, big ones, the kind that make your chest feel full and your eyes light up. But somewhere along the way, life became heavy. Responsibilities grew, failures stacked quietly. People stopped asking what he wanted, and he stopped asking himself. Days turned into routines. Routines turned into numbness. Wake up, work, stress, distract, sleep. This is repeat for his life. One night, much like this one, Ethan sat alone in his room. No noise, no distractions, just a faint light and a tired mind. He wasn't crying, he wasn't angry, just empty. He looked at the ceiling and thought, is this it? Is this how life is supposed to feel? No answer came, only silence. But something strange happened that night, for the first time in a long time. He didn't run away from his thoughts. He didn't pick up his phone. He didn't turn on music. He didn't distract himself. He stayed. And, slowly, underneath all the noise he had been avoiding, he heard something, a quiet voice. Not loud, not dramatic, just honest. It said, "You're tired, not because life is hard, but because you're living a life that doesn't feel like yours." That sentence stayed with him. It didn't hurt, it didn't scare him. It felt true. That night, Ethan didn't make a big plan. He didn't decide to change everything overnight. He just did one small thing. He wrote one line in a notebook. "Tomorrow I will do one thing that feels like me." That's it. Nothing more. The next day, he woke up the same way. Same room, same responsibilities, same life. But something was different. There was awareness. That day, after work, instead of scrolling endlessly, he picked up something he hadn't touched in years. A sketchbook. His hands were rusty. His lines were imperfect. But for the first time in years, He felt. Days passed, one small step at a time. No pressure, no perfection. Just one honest action each day. Some days he failed, some days he skipped, but he didn't stop. Because something inside him had already shifted. Weeks later, life outside didn't change much, but inside, everything was different. The emptiness was gone. In its place, there was quiet confidence, not loud, not showy, just steady. Months later, Ethan wasn't the same person anymore. Not because life became easy, but because he became present. And it all started. Not on a perfect morning, not on a special day, not when everything was ready, but on a quiet night, just like this one. So maybe you don't need a big decision tonight. You don't need to fix your whole life. You don't need motivation. Maybe all you need is to sit in this silence and listen, because beneath the stress, beneath the noise, beneath everything you've been carrying, there is a voice, and it's been waiting. Tonight, don't ignore it, don't escape it, just hear it, and maybe, just like Ethan, you write one small sentence. Tomorrow I will take one step toward myself, because sometimes a turning point doesn't feel like a breakthrough. It feels like stillness, it feels like honesty, it feels like this moment, and this night might be the one where everything quietly begins. So as you lie here tonight, you don't need to become a new person. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to rush. Just allow this night to be different. Not louder, not bigger, but quieter, honest. Let this be the night you stop running and start listening. Let this be the night you choose just one small step. And that's enough. Because real change doesn't come from pressure. It comes from awareness. It comes from small, repeated choices, made gently, every day. How your life begins to change. Simple truth. Your life changes when you stop waiting for the perfect time and start with what you have. You stop trying to fix everything and focus on one small action. You stop ignoring yourself and start listening, even for a minute. That's how it begins. Not fast, not dramatic, but real. Moral of the story. The turning point in life is not a big event. It's a quiet decision. A moment where you finally say, I will not ignore myself anymore. And from that moment, everything slowly starts to align. Now, take a slow breath. There is nothing to chase tonight, nothing to prove. Just rest, knowing that something inside you has already begun to change. And tomorrow, you don't need to do everything. Just take one step. That's how a new life begins. What if I told you that life doesn't really slow down after 40? It just becomes quieter, deeper, more real. Not everything shines anymore, but somehow everything begins to make sense. Tonight, I want to share a gentle story with you about a man who didn't realize that the best part of his life was waiting quietly on the other side of 40, so take a slow breath, let your body relax, and just listen. His name was Daniel. At 42, his life looked normal. A stable job, a small apartment, a routine that repeated day after day. Every morning, he woke up at the same time, drank the same cup of tea, and left for work without thinking much. People said, "You're settled now. You've done well," but deep inside, Daniel felt something else, a quiet emptiness. Not loud, not painful, just present. The noise before the silence. In his 20s, life was loud. Dreams, ambition, late nights, big plans. He believed he would become something. Someone extraordinary. In his 30s, life became faster. Responsibilities grew, expectations increased, and slowly, dreams became practical decisions. And now, in his 40s, everything had become quiet. No rush, no chaos, no excitement, just silence, a small change. One evening, after a long ordinary day, Daniel didn't turn on the TV. He didn't scroll his phone. Instead, he just sat by the window. Outside, the city was still moving. Cars passing, people walking, distant sounds, but inside, for the first time in years, there was stillness. He noticed his breath, slow, steady, calm, and something shifted. The realization that night. He asked himself a simple question. When was the last time I felt at peace, not successful, not busy, not distracted, just peaceful? He couldn't remember. And that's when he understood. He had spent years chasing a life without ever sitting inside it. Life after 40 begins. The next day, nothing dramatic changed, but small things did. He started waking up just 10 minutes earlier to sit quietly with his tea. No phone, no noise, just presence. At work, he stopped rushing every task. He spoke a little slower, listened a little more, and somehow, everything felt lighter. Letting go one by one. He began to let go. The need to prove himself, the pressure to impress others, the habit of comparing his life. He realized no one was really watching that closely. And even if they were, it didn't matter anymore. A different kind of happiness. Happiness changed for him. It was no longer about achievements. It was about a quiet cup of tea, a peaceful evening, a good night's sleep, a calm mind, small things that once felt invisible, now felt enough. The unexpected gift months passed, and something beautiful happened. Daniel didn't become richer. He didn't become famous. Nothing extraordinary happened on the outside, but inside, he felt complete. not because life was perfect, but because he stopped fighting it. The quiet truth, life after 40, is not the end of something. It's the beginning of understanding. You start to see what truly matters, what doesn't, what stays, and what was never meant to stay. Closing, sleep ending. So tonight, if you feel like life is slowing down or becoming too quiet, maybe it's not something to fear. Maybe it's life gently guiding you toward peace, a peace that doesn't shout, doesn't rush, doesn't demand anything from you, just allows you to be. Now take a slow breath. Let your thoughts soften. And remember, you don't have to chase everything anymore. Some things, like peace, find you when you finally slow down. Moral of the story, maybe. This is something we often forget. Life after 40 is not a decline. It is actually the most complete phase of life. At this age, you have your experience, your career, your money or stability, your body. Still active, still capable, your partner, your children, your people, everything is with you. This is not the time to slow down in fear. This is the best time to truly live. To sit with your life partner, to laugh with your children, to enjoy what you have built. Without always thinking about what's missing, but gently remember. Life keeps changing, just like your younger years past. This phase will also change. Maybe after 60. Things may feel different, so this moment, right now, is precious. So choose to be kind, to love more, to stay human, to let go of ego, and hold on to peace. Because if you live this phase with love, with humanity, with a calm heart, then whatever comes next will not feel heavy. It will feel peaceful. So, don't wait. Love now, live now, enjoy this moment while it is here, because this is your time. Enjoy your life with your people, with your time, with the little moments that quietly make everything meaningful. Enjoy your life, not when everything is perfect, but in this quiet moment, just as it is. So, relax, breathe softly, and remember, close your eyes. Take a slow, gentle breath in, and let it go. Tonight, I want to share a quiet story with you. Not a story of success or failure, but something softer, something slower. A story about a man who spent years chasing a number, only to discover something unexpected waiting for him on the other side. There's nothing to solve here, nothing to figure out. Just listen and let the story unfold. There was a man named Daniel. He lived a simple life. In a small apartment, in a quiet part of the city where evenings felt longer and nights came gently. Daniel wasn't unhappy, but he wasn't truly at peace either. Every day felt the same. Wake up, go to work, come back, eat, sleep, repeat. But somewhere inside him, there was a quiet thought that kept returning. Things will be better once I save enough. Daniel decided one day that he would save $55,000. He didn't know exactly why that number. It just felt like enough to feel safe, enough to feel in control, enough to finally breathe, so he began. He spent less, said no to things he once enjoyed, worked extra hours, took fewer breaks, and slowly, quietly, he started building his savings. Days turned into months, and months into years. His life became quieter. Not in a peaceful way, but in a distant way. Friends stopped calling as often. Weekends became just another extension of work. Even laughter became rare. But Daniel didn't mind. He had a goal, and every time he checked his savings, he felt a small sense of progress. Almost there, the moment arrives, one night, after a long and ordinary day. Daniel sat on his bed, opened his laptop, and looked at his account. $55,000. He stared at the number, just to be sure it was real. And there it was, the goal he had been chasing for years. Finally, reached. He expected something, a feeling, a shift, a sense of arrival, but instead, there was just silence. The room looked the same. The night felt the same. Even his thoughts were unchanged. He closed the laptop slowly and leaned back against the wall. This is it. The next few days felt strange. Nothing had changed, but something inside him had. He began noticing things he had ignored for years. The quiet sound of wind at night, the warmth of sunlight through his window, the way time had passed without asking him. And for the first time in a long while, Daniel wasn't thinking about the future. One evening, he took a walk without any reason. No destination, no urgency, just walking. And somewhere along that quiet road, he realized something simple. He hadn't been living his life, he had been preparing for it. Waiting for a moment that never really arrived. A new way of living. Nothing dramatic changed after that. Daniel didn't quit his job, didn't move to a new city, didn't suddenly become someone else. But something softer happened. He slowed down. He started calling old friends again, taking small breaks, watching sunsets, eating without rushing, living not for a number, but for the moments that quietly pass. And that was the quiet change. Not in his bank account, but in the way he saw his life. The number didn't change him, but reaching it helped him realize that peace was never waiting at the end. It had been there all along, in the small, unnoticed moments. So tonight, as the world slowly becomes quieter and the noise of the day gently fades away, you don't have to chase anything anymore. There is no number you need to reach, no milestone waiting somewhere in the future that will finally allow you to feel complete. Because the truth is, life is not something that begins after a goal is achieved. It is something that has been quietly unfolding in every small moment you've already lived. Just like Daniel discovered, the change he was waiting for was never hidden inside the number. It was in the way he finally paused, the way he noticed the silence, the way he allowed himself to simply be, without rushing forward. And maybe, in your own quiet way, you can allow that feeling too. You are allowed to rest. Without solving everything tonight, you are allowed to pause without having all the answers. Nothing is missing in this moment, right now as you lie here. Breathing slowly, gently, your body knows how to relax. Your mind knows how to soften. There is nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to fix, and nowhere else you need to be. Let your thoughts drift, like soft clouds passing by. You don't have to hold on to them. Let your breath guide you, slow and easy, in and out, like a calm rhythm that asks nothing from you. And as your body sinks deeper into comfort, feel the quiet space around you, safe, still, and peaceful. If your mind tries to wander, that's okay. Gently bring it back to this moment, to this calm. Because sometimes the most meaningful change in life is not something we achieve. It's something we slowly begin to feel when we stop chasing. Just let everything go still. You don't have to hold anything together tonight. You don't have to be strong or ready or prepared for what comes next. You don't have to carry a single thing into this moment that you don't want to carry. Tonight you are allowed to simply be. Feel the air come in, feel it move through you slowly, filling you, and then feel it leave again, soft and easy. That breath, that one simple, quiet breath, is not something you created on your own. It was given to you. Long before you were aware of it, something vast and loving set it in motion, and it has not stopped since. The universe has been breathing you this whole time. Let that be a comfort tonight. You are not alone in this body. You are not alone in this room. You are not alone in this life. There is something all around you. Something that does not have edges. Something that does not have a name that fully fits. Something that simply is and holds and loves in the quietest and most constant way imaginable. The universe is here with you, and you are inside it completely. You have always been inside it. Feel that for a moment. Not as a thought to analyze, not as something to figure out or understand with your thinking mind. Just as a feeling, the feeling of being surrounded, supported, completely known. The universe knows you are here. And it is glad you are here. Let your body soften into that knowing. Let your shoulders drop just a little. Let your hands unclench. Let the space between your eyebrows smooth out gently. You have been carrying something today, maybe many things. and the universe has seen all of it. Every hard moment, every quiet struggle, every time you pushed through when you didn't quite know how you were going to manage it. It saw you. It always sees you. And tonight it is saying something to you very gently, in the language of stillness and dark and quiet. It is saying, you can rest now. I have you. I have always had you. Nothing is going to fall apart while you sleep. Nothing that truly matters will be lost to the night. You can put it all down now. You are held. Rest in that. Now think, just for a moment, about the sky above you right now. Above your ceiling, above your roof, above everything you can see or touch. The sky is stretching out in every direction, deep and dark and filled with more stars than any human mind has ever been able to count. Those stars have been burning for millions and billions of years, long before you arrived in this world, long before anyone you have ever loved arrived, long before this city, this country, this continent existed, and yet here you are on this small and spinning planet, breathing beneath all of that ancient and quiet light. You belong to something immense, something that was here long before you and will be here long after, and holds all of it. All of time, all of space, every breath ever drawn, every life ever lived. In something that can only be called love, because no other word comes close enough. The universe loves you, not because you earned it. Not because you were perfect today or got everything right. Not because you finished everything on your list or said the right things or managed to keep yourself together when things felt hard. The universe loves you the way the sky holds the stars, simply because you exist inside it. Simply because you are part of it. You were part of it the moment you arrived, and you have been part of it every single day since. You have always been part of it. Thank you, universe, for holding me tonight. Thank you for this night and this breath and this moment of quiet rest. Let your body sink a little deeper into where you are lying. Feel the full weight of yourself, the physical, real, particular weight of this body, this life, this specific and irreplaceable person that you are. And feel how completely you are supported right now. The surface beneath you holds you without question. The earth holds that surface, gravity, that ancient and invisible force that you never think about and never have to, is holding you to this planet right now, and has been holding you to it every single moment of your life, without exception, without effort, without ever once letting go. You have never floated away. The universe has always kept you here. There is something beautiful in that if you let yourself feel it quietly. Something tender about it. The same force that holds the moon in its long and steady orbit. The same pull that keeps all the planets turning slowly around the sun. The same invisible presence that shapes the arms of galaxies millions of light years from here. That same force is holding you right now in your bed, in the dark, in the soft quiet of this night. You are held by the same thing that holds the stars. Let that be enough tonight. Let that be everything tonight. Nothing more is needed from you right now. Nothing more is asked. The universe does not require anything from you in this moment, except that you rest. That you receive, that you let yourself be held for a little while without trying to hold anything back. You are allowed to receive. You have given so much in your days. You have tried and worked and worried and cared and pushed forward and hoped and sometimes stumbled and gotten back up and tried again. All of that has been seen. All of that has mattered, far more than you probably know. But right now, in this moment, the universe is not asking for more of that. It is asking for less. Just this. Just stillness. Just rest. Let the night hold you the way the universe holds everything. Without effort, without condition, without measure, without end. I am held by something I cannot fully see but can always feel. I am loved by something larger than my worry. I can rest now. Feel your breath again. Easy and slow. In and out, in and out. There is a rhythm to it that has nothing to do with your thinking mind. Your body knows this rhythm. The universe built this rhythm into you before you ever drew your first breath in this world. And it will continue, soft and steady, all the way through this night without you doing a single thing to make it happen. You don't have to manage your breathing. You don't have to manage anything right now. The universe is managing the things that matter most tonight. Your heart is beating, and it does that all on its own. Your cells are quietly repairing themselves. They do that all on their own. The earth is turning on its axis. It does that all on its own. The stars are burning their slow and ancient fires. The tides are moving in and out along every shoreline. The seasons are shifting in their quiet and reliable way, all without anyone forcing them, all in a great and beautiful order that has never once broken down, not in all the billions of years it has been going. You are part of that order. You belong to something that knows exactly what it is doing. Let yourself trust that tonight, just a little, just softly. You don't have to understand it, you just have to let it hold you. I trust the universe with this night. I trust the universe with my rest. I trust that I am safe inside something that has never once let a star fall out of the sky by accident. Imagine, if it feels comfortable, that there is a warm light all around you right now. Not a bright light, nothing harsh or sharp or demanding. A soft light, The kind that doesn't pull at your attention. The kind that is simply present, constant, and warm, the way the universe is simply present, constant and warm around every living thing, all the time, whether we notice it or not. Let that light be close to you tonight. Let it settle around you like something familiar and old. Like something that has always been there and you are only now in the quiet of this night, slowing down enough to notice it fully. It has always been there. The universe has always been this close. There is nothing you have been through that it did not witness. There is no part of your story that it does not know. The hard chapters and the beautiful ones. The moments of joy so full they almost overwhelmed you. The moments of grief so heavy you didn't know how you were going to carry them forward. The ordinary days, the long, unremarkable days that blend together into the quiet fabric of a life lived in the middle of things. All of it, seen, all of it, witnessed, all of it, held with care. Not in spite of the difficulty. Not with conditions attached or patience running thin, but wholly, completely. The way only something infinite is capable of loving, without running out, without growing tired, without ever turning away from what it loves. The universe has never turned away from you. Not once. Not even on the days you felt most alone. Let that rest in your chest right now like something warm and solid. Let your breath come easy. Think for a moment, gently, about the sheer improbability of your being here at all. Not in a way that makes you feel small or random or accidental, but in a way that fills you with a quiet sense of wonder. The atoms that make up your body, each one of them, were forged inside ancient stars billions of years ago. In moments of tremendous, brilliant fire, those atoms were created. And then the stars that made them collapsed and scattered, and those atoms drifted out into the cosmos, slowly, over enormous spans of time, until they came together in the most remarkable and specific way possible. They became you. The carbon in your bones, the iron moving through your blood, the oxygen filling your lungs right now. All of it came from stars. Literally, truly, you are made of the same ancient material as the stars burning above you tonight. The universe did not put you together carelessly. It took billions of years and more small miracles than could ever be counted to arrive at you. At this exact and particular you, lying here, breathing this breath, resting in this quiet. You are not an accident. You are the universe experiencing itself from a very specific, unrepeatable and irreplaceable point of view. Your mind, your memory, your exact and private way of feeling and seeing and being in the world. There has never been anything quite like you in all of the time that has ever existed. and there never will be again. You are a once in all of eternity kind of thing. Thank you, universe, for the gift of this life. Thank you for the extraordinary fact of this existence. Thank you for the stars I am made of, and for the long and patient journey that brought me here to this moment. Let that gratitude be soft and easy in you. You don't have to feel it with great intensity. Just let it sit there quietly, like a warm light in a still room. A small and steady thank you for being here at all. I am grateful to be alive. I am grateful to be here. I am grateful for this moment of rest. Inside an infinite and loving universe that made me on purpose. Let your body be heavy now. Let your legs be heavy. Let your arms be heavy. Let the muscles in your face release one by one. Softening around your eyes, letting go across your forehead, releasing along your jaw. There's nothing your face needs to hold right now. There is no expression needed in the dark, in the quiet, when it is just you and the universe, and the soft sound of your own breathing. You can be completely unguarded. You are completely safe. The universe does not judge what it sees when you are unguarded and still. It only loves. It has always only loved what it created, and it created you. So in this safe and quiet dark, you can be exactly as you are. Tired, if you are tired. Uncertain, if you are uncertain. Relieved, if you feel relief. Peaceful, if peace is beginning to come. Whatever is true for you right now, you can bring all of it into this rest. The universe holds all of you. Not just the polished parts, not just the parts you are proud of, not just the parts you would show to other people. All of you. The worried parts and the hopeful parts and the weary parts and the wondering parts. All of you is welcome here. All of you is held. In this vast and patient universe, there is room for every part of what you are. Rest in that. Think about what it means that you are never outside of the universe. There is no place you could go that would put you outside of it. No distance you could travel. No depth of night or length of difficulty. The universe does not have an outside. It is everything. It is everywhere, and so wherever you are, in joy or in grief, in certainty or in confusion, in the wide middle of a good season or in the difficult middle of something very hard, you are inside it. You are always inside it. You have never been outside it. You will never be outside it. That means there is nowhere you can fall that the universe does not catch you. There is no darkness deep enough that its warmth does not reach. There is no night so long that its quiet love does not hold you through to the morning. You are always held. Always. I am never outside the universe. I am always held. I am always home. Breathe in slowly and breathe out slowly. Feel how still it is right now. Really feel it. The room around you, quiet. The night outside, soft and patient. the deep and ancient universe above you, going on and on in every direction, holding this small and beautiful planet, holding this city, holding this house, holding this room, holding you, all of it, in one great and unbroken act of loving care. There is nothing distant about the way the universe holds things. There is a warmth in it, a precision that feels like tenderness, a consistency so vast it can be hard to see. The way you cannot see the whole ocean when you are standing inside it. But it is there. It has always been there. It was there before you were born, and it will be there when you close your eyes tonight and when you open them again tomorrow morning. The universe is consistent. That is one of the most comforting things about it. It does not love you on the good days and turn away on the hard ones. It does not care for you when you are strong and abandon you when you are fragile. Its love does not depend on your performance or your output or how well you manage the day. It simply loves what it made. And it made you, and so it loves you. Without condition, without fluctuation, without end. Thank you, universe, for a love that does not depend on what I do or do not do. Thank you for holding me on the days I could not hold myself. Thank you for the nights that come without fail to give me rest. Let your breathing slow just a little more, not forced, not controlled. Just naturally slower now, the way breathing becomes when the body feels truly safe and has nothing left to brace against. You are safe. You are completely, entirely safe. Nothing is going to hurt you tonight. Nothing is going to ask too much of you in this moment. The hard things of the world are out there, yes, but right now in this quiet place, they are at a great distance. And between you and all of that stands something vast and warm and infinitely patient. The universe, always here, always present. Always between you and anything that would break you beyond what you can bear. Let that be your comfort tonight. Let that be the steady feeling beneath everything else. The ground that doesn't shift, the presence that doesn't leave. The love that was here before your first breath and will be here after your last. The universe has you. You can let go. Imagine softly that you are rising, very gently, very slowly. Not with effort or intention, but with ease, like the night itself is lifting you, like something warm and invisible has gathered you up and is carrying you higher. Above the details of the day, above the noise, above the worrying and the replaying and the long list of things left undone and the uncertainty you carried about tomorrow. All of that falls away below you now. It is very small from here, and around you in every direction is the open and breathtaking dark of a clear night sky. Stars everywhere, not cold or remote, but warm and familiar. like the oldest friends anything in the universe has ever had. Each one a small and patient fire that has been burning long before any trouble you have ever known existed. Those same stars were burning while ancient civilizations rose and fell. They were burning before there were words to describe them. They will still be burning long after any worry you carry tonight has resolved itself, one way or another. Let that bring you peace. And you drift among them slowly, peacefully. The universe all around you. No walls, no ceiling, no edges anywhere. Just the vast and open and loving space of everything that exists, and you, floating gently in the middle of it, small and warm and completely at home. The universe does not feel large and cold from here. It feels like where you belong, because it is where you belong. You have always belonged here. And very gently, as you drift, you might sense something. Not a voice exactly, but something like the universe, in its own quiet and wordless way, speaking to the part of you that is deeper than language, and what it is saying is simple enough to hold in an open hand. You are enough. You have always been enough. You are loved. Let those words go into the places inside you that most need to hear them. The tired places, the doubtful places, the places that worked so hard today and received so little acknowledgement for it. The places that are still carrying something from long ago that was never quite put all the way down. The universe is speaking to all of those places right now. You are enough. You are loved. Rest. Let your body feel that. Let your whole body soften around those quiet and steady words. Breathe them in like something the night air carries. And breathe out whatever has been tight or held or braced inside you. Let it all go. The universe will hold what you release. It is very good at holding things. I release what I have been carrying today. I give it to the universe to hold through the night. I trust that what I need will be there in the morning. But tonight, I do not need to hold it. Tonight I only need to rest. There is peace here. There has always been peace here. Underneath everything, underneath the noise of the day, underneath the traffic and the voices and the notifications and the thousand things that pulled at your attention from morning to night. Underneath all of that, this quiet was always here, always waiting, always ready to receive you when you finally stopped. You have stopped now. You are here now. The universe welcomes you into its quiet. Thank you for this stillness. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for the peace that was always here, waiting for me to find my way to it. You don't have to follow any of them tonight. You don't have to solve anything they point toward. You can just let them drift. Let them drift the way everything drifts inside the universe, in long, slow, patient arcs. Let them pass through your awareness the way stars pass slowly across the night sky. Without rush, without effort, without anything being asked of you in return. Just let the universe fill all the spaces where the tension used to live. You are getting closer to sleep now. You can feel it, maybe, that soft and familiar heaviness settling in at the edges of awareness, that gentle pulling inward. Sleep is on its way. It has been coming towards you all along, patient and kind, waiting until you were ready. Waiting until you had settled enough and quieted enough to receive it. And you are settled now. You are ready now. The universe is offering you sleep tonight as a genuine gift. The body's nightly restoration. The mind's quiet renewal. The deep and healing dark where so much good work gets done without your knowledge or effort. While you sleep, the universe does not stop tending to you. It keeps your heart beating. It keeps your lungs breathing. It keeps the earth turning and the stars burning and the whole great interconnected everything holding together. Including you. You are always included. You are never left out of the universe's care, not while you are awake and trying, not while you are asleep and still, not ever. Let that be the thing that finally allows you to let go completely. The universe has you through the night, all the way through. Every hour, every quiet moment in the dark, every breath, you are held, you are known, you are loved without condition, without limit, by something so large it contains everything that exists, and so close it is present in every breath you draw and every heartbeat that moves through you. Just rest now. Feel your body one last time. Gently, without effort. Just noticing your feet, heavy and completely still. Your legs resting and released, your back soft against the surface that holds you. Your shoulders no longer carrying anything, your arms quiet at your sides. Your hands open. Open hands are restful hands. Open hands are trusting hands. Open hands are saying, without words, I receive what the universe gives. Let your hands be open tonight. Let your whole body be open to the rest that is coming. The universe knows what you need. It always has. Your chest rises and falls. Your face is smooth and at ease. Your whole body is resting. Fully, completely, surrendered into the care of something ancient and loving that has been holding you since before you knew there was anything to be held. You are loved. You are held. You are home. And home is not a place you can leave. Home is the universe, and the universe is everywhere, and so wherever you are and whatever you face, you are always home. Always inside the love that made you, always. Let sleep come now. Let it come the way all the best things come. Quietly, without announcement, in the soft space between one breath and the next. The stars are above you, ancient and patient and warm. The earth is beneath you, solid and steady and completely sure. And the universe is in every direction, around you, through you, holding every single atom of you with a love that has no beginning and no end. You are a small and precious part of something infinite, and that infinite thing is taking care of you tonight. So you can truly rest, all the way down into the deep and healing dark, into the arms of a universe that made you and knows you and loves you and will hold you gently, quietly, carefully, all the way through the night and all the way to morning. Just rest. You are home. You have always been home. Just let go and rest inside the universe that loves you. You are part of the universe, the way a wave is part of the ocean. You have never been separate. You have never been alone, and you never will be. Let that be the last worry you put down tonight. The worry that you are somehow on your own in this. The worry that no one is watching over you, that no one cares, that you are simply drifting through a cold and indifferent universe without guidance or love or purpose. None of that is true. The universe is not cold. The universe is not indifferent. The universe made you with extraordinary care. It has been sustaining you every moment since. It is with you right now in the quiet of this night as you settle into the rest you so deeply need and so completely deserve. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Let go of that particular worry now. Set it down gently, like something you have been carrying for a long time, and finally have permission to put on the floor. It is okay to put it down. The universe has you, slow and easy. Think about the moon if you like, the moon that is moving through its slow and patient arc above you right now. Even if you cannot see it from where you are. The moon that has been rising and setting over this world for billions of years. It rose before there were eyes to see it. The universe made the moon the same way it made you, with care, with purpose, with a specific role to play in the great and intricate unfolding of everything. The moon stirs the tides. It pulls the water of the oceans in long and rhythmic waves, and it has done this without interruption for longer than anything on earth can remember. And tonight it is moving through the sky while you sleep. And the universe is holding it, the same way it holds you. Everything in its right place. Everything tended to, everything loved. You are held the same way, in the same great and patient arms, with the same steadiness, with the same care. Rest in that. I am held the way the moon is held. I am part of the great and beautiful order of things. Nothing is required of me tonight except to rest. Let your breath be very soft now, like the smallest wave, like the quietest tide. In, barely perceptible. Out, barely perceptible. Just enough movement to know you are here. just enough to feel the gentle rhythm of a body doing what it was designed to do without any effort from you at all. Your body is extraordinary. It has been working for you every second of every day since the moment you arrived in this world. Your lungs, your heart, your nervous system, your digestive system, all of it running quietly in the background, like the universe itself, constant and unhurried and absolutely reliable. Your body is a small universe of its own, and you are grateful for it tonight. Thank you, body. Thank you for carrying me through another day. Thank you for breathing when I forgot to breathe. Thank you for keeping my heart beating even when I was too busy to notice. Thank you for knowing how to rest. Let your body rest now, fully and completely. Just let the deep wisdom of your own body carry you into sleep the way the tide carries things gently to shore. You can trust your body tonight. You can trust the universe that made it. And so you can truly rest. Feel the quiet of the room. The particular quiet of your particular room at this particular hour of the night. There is a quality to nighttime quiet that is different from any other kind. It has depth to it, like the silence is not simply the absence of sound, but something present in its own right. Something the universe places over the world each night the way you might place a soft blanket over something you want to protect. The quiet is protective tonight. The quiet is the universe saying, "Here is your space. Here is your rest. Here is the shelter of the night given to you freely. Every single evening of your life, you have received this gift every night of your life, and tomorrow night you will receive it again. The universe is reliably generous with its rest. So receive it fully tonight. Let it all the way in. Let the quiet be all the way in. Let the stillness be all the way in. I am grateful for this quiet. I am grateful for this night. I am grateful for the universe's patient and generous love." Think for just a moment about all the nights that have come before this one. All the nights of your life, going back to the very beginning when you were small and the nights were long and you slept the deep and unconscious sleep of someone completely unguarded. Night after night, the universe has given you this. Sleep after sleep, rest after rest. Morning after morning, you have woken renewed enough to go back into the day. This is not something you did on your own. The night was given to you. Sleep was given to you. Rest was given to you. The universe has been offering you this gift since your very first breath. And it is offering it again right now, as it always will, for as long as you are here. You can receive it with gratitude tonight. Thank you for every night. Thank you for every rest. Thank you for always bringing the morning. Let your breath come slower. Let your body feel heavier. Let the thoughts grow more distant. moving further and further from the center of your awareness, like light seen from across a great dark water. Still there, but very small and not urgent at all. You are in the middle of that water. You are floating in it, calm and easy, and on all sides, further than you can see. The universe stretches out, dark and warm and alive with light. The light of stars, the light of galaxies, the light of everything that has ever burned and ever will burn, and all the long future of everything. And you are part of it. Right now, floating here in the quiet middle of a gentle night, you are part of all of it. Not separate, not small in a diminishing way, small in a held way, small the way a child is small in the arms of something that loves it, held, known, safe. The universe holds you the way love holds what it loves, without trying, without effort, without end. Let that be what carries you into sleep. Not a decision, not a discipline, not something you accomplish, just a letting go, just a trusting, just a falling backward into arms that have always been there, that will always be there, that are there right now and will not let you fall. The universe has you. It has always had you. You have always been inside something that loves you. And sleep is part of that love, and rest is part of that love. And this quiet night is part of that love. And your breathing, slow and easy in the dark, is part of that love. Everything tonight is part of that love. Just let the universe do what it has always done. Hold you, sustain you, love you quietly through the long and peaceful hours of the night. Softly now, you are drifting gently into the warm and healing dark, into the care of something infinite and patient and kind. The stars are your company tonight. The universe is your shelter. And sleep is the gift being placed in your open hands right now. Receive it. You deserve it. You always have. Just breathe and rest and let the universe hold you home. Feel yourself right now in this moment, in this body, in this bed. Feel how present you are, how real, how here. The universe made something very specific when it made you. Not a general shape of a person, not an approximation. You, specifically. The exact configuration of thoughts and memories and feelings and ways of moving through the world that make you who you are. No one else in the history of this universe has ever looked out at the world through exactly your eyes. That specificity is not an accident. The universe doesn't make accidents. It makes things on purpose, with intention, with the particular kind of loving attention that builds everything from atoms up. From the smallest particles of matter all the way to galaxies, all the way to you. Lying here, breathing slowly, almost asleep. You were built on purpose. You were placed here on purpose. And everything you are, every gift, every wound, every strength, every uncertainty, every chapter of your story, finished and unfinished. All of it is known by the universe that made you. All of it is held. Nothing is outside the scope of that care. Not the things you are proud of, not the things you regret, not the things you don't understand about yourself, not the things you hope for and are afraid to hope for at the same time. All of it known, all of it held, all of it inside the patient and complete love of the universe. You can rest in that love tonight. You don't have to earn it before you sleep. You don't have to resolve anything first. You don't have to be further along than you are. You are already worthy of rest. You are already worthy of love. You have always been worthy. I am worthy of rest. I am worthy of love. I am known and held by the universe that made me. I can let go now. Let the tension leave your body with each exhale. Really, let it go. Don't hold any of it for later. You can have new tension tomorrow if you need it, but tonight, let it all drain out of you with each soft breath. Down through your shoulders, down through your arms, out through your fingertips, down through your hips and your legs, out through your feet and your toes. Let it go. Let the universe receive it. The universe can hold your tension. The universe can hold your worry. The universe can hold your regret and your uncertainty and your grief and your hope. It can hold all of it, and it will, and it asks nothing in return except that you rest. So rest. Allow yourself to be completely still. Allow yourself to be completely quiet inside. Allow the universe to be the one who holds things for a while you simply float in its care like something weightless and safe and deeply, completely loved. This is what the night is for. This is what sleep is for. This is what the universe offers every living thing when the day is done and the stars come out and the world slows to a quiet turn. Rest, receive, trust, let go, and so you let go of the day, of the to-do list, of the worry about tomorrow, of the thing that was said that you are still carrying, of the question that has no answer yet, of the hope that hasn't arrived yet, of all the weight of being a person trying to navigate a complex and uncertain world. You let go of all of it. You hand it to the universe, and the universe receives it the way it receives everything, without strain, without judgment, with infinite and steady care, and in the space where all of that weight used to be. Something else moves in, something warm, something quiet, something that feels, if you let it, like peace, real peace, the kind that doesn't depend on circumstances. The kind that is available to you not because everything is resolved and figured out and okay in every measurable way, but simply because you are inside a universe that loves you, and love is the ground beneath everything, and you have stopped long enough tonight to feel it. This peace is always available. The universe is always offering it. Tonight you are receiving it. Let it fill you. Let it fill the tired places and the worried places and the parts of you that have been running on empty for too long. Let the universe pour something healing into all of those places, quietly, as you drift towards sleep. This is what happens in the night. This is what the universe does while you rest. It tends to you. It fills what was emptied. It heals what was worn. It prepares you, gently and without you knowing. For another day, you are tended to. You are cared for, even now, even in the dark, even as you sleep, especially then. I am tended to by the universe, even as I sleep. I am cared for through the night. I am grateful. I am safe. I am at peace. Let those words be the last words your waking mind rests on. Grateful, safe, at peace, inside a universe that loves you, inside a night that holds you, inside a quiet that has always been here, waiting for you. Every single evening of your life. And now, still, the stars above you, patient and ancient, the earth beneath you, solid and sure, the universe around you, warm and constant and full of a love that has no end. You are small, you are held, you are home. Drift now, drift towards sleep. Drift into the long and gentle dark that the universe has prepared for you tonight. It is safe there, it is warm there, it is full of the same love that is here, that is always here, that will never leave. Just let go, one breath at a time, one soft and easy exhale at a time. The universe breathes with you. You are never alone. You are never outside of love. You are always, always held. Just rest now. Person is someone who cares. Someone who, when they hurt someone, feels it. Someone who lies awake sometimes because they are worried about the people they love. Someone who tries not perfectly, not always successfully, but genuinely, really tries to do right by the world and the people in it. Is that you? Of course it is. You wouldn't be thinking about it if it weren't. The people who don't care don't lie awake wondering if they are good. They don't feel the weight of it. They don't carry the quiet worry of a person who takes their own goodness seriously. You take it seriously. That is itself a sign of goodness. Let that be something you receive tonight, not as pride, not as self-congratulation. Just as a quiet and accurate truth about who you are. You care, you try, you are a good person. And now, very gently, I want you to think about someone you love. Just one person, anyone, a family member, a friend, someone who has been in your life and mattered to you. Hold them softly in your mind for a moment. Now, think about something kind you have done for that person. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture that anyone would remember or notice. It can be the smallest thing. a text sent at the right moment, a meal made when they were tired, a time you listened when you had 100 other things pulling at your attention. You have done things like that many times. More times than you remember, because most kindness is not the kind you write down or keep track of. Most kindness is ordinary and quiet and happens in the middle of regular days without ceremony. You have been quietly kind your whole life, in ways you have forgotten, in ways the people you love have not forgotten, in ways that rippled out into the world and changed small things for the better, and you never knew. That kindness is real. It belongs to you. It is part of who you are. You are a good person. I am a good person. I have been kind more times than I can count. I have loved people imperfectly, but genuinely. I have tried, even on the hardest days. Let those words settle in your chest like something warm and true. Now think about the times you have been hard on yourself, and there have been many of those times. Many moments when you held yourself to a standard that you would never hold another person to. Many nights when you replayed something, a word said wrong, a choice made poorly. A moment when you were less than your best self. And you turned it over and over in your mind, examining it from every angle, making sure you felt the full weight of it. You are very good at holding yourself accountable. Sometimes too good. Sometimes the accountability tips over into something harsher than accountability. Something that sounds less like a fair assessment and more like an accusation. Less like reflection and more like punishment. You have been punishing yourself tonight, maybe. Or recently, or for a long time. And I want to say something about that. You can let some of it go, not all at once. Not by pretending the things you regret didn't happen, but gently, gradually, in the same way that a tight hand can open slowly. Not forced, just allowed. You can let some of it go. The mistakes you have already learned from, they have done their work. They changed you in the ways they needed to change you. You don't have to keep carrying them to prove that they mattered. They mattered. You know they mattered. And you can put them down. The things you said that came out wrong. You didn't say them to hurt. You said them because you were tired or scared or overwhelmed, or simply human in the way that all humans are sometimes human. Imperfect and trying and not always getting it right. You can forgive yourself for being human. The universe does. Whatever loving presence surrounds this life of yours has already forgiven you, has never, in fact, been holding anything against you. The accounting you keep so carefully in your own mind, the record of every failure, every shortcoming. Every time you were less than you wanted to be. That record is yours alone. You can close it tonight. Not forever if you're not ready. Just for tonight. Just for these quiet hours while you rest. You don't have to carry it through the night. I am allowed to put down what I have been carrying. I am allowed to forgive myself. I am allowed to rest without the weight of every mistake I have ever made. You are more than your worst moments. Every person is more than their worst moments. But it is especially easy to forget this about yourself because you have lived inside your worst moments in a way no one else has. You felt them from the inside. You know every detail. You have access to information no one else has about all the ways you have fallen short. But here is what that close-up view misses. It misses everything else. It misses the full and true picture of a person who has lived a whole life, who has laughed and loved and helped and struggled and kept going and gotten things right. Far more often than they remember, because the things we get right don't tend to stay with us the way the things we get wrong do. The brain holds on to mistakes. It releases kindnesses. And so your internal record of yourself is not accurate. It is weighted toward the negative. It is not the truth of who you are. The truth of who you are is someone who has done a great deal of good in this world. Quietly, without keeping score, without expecting to be thanked, just because you care. You are a good person. Say it to yourself now softly, without needing to believe it completely. Just try the words on, the way you might try on something warm. I am a good person. I am doing my best. My best is enough. Feel what those words do. Even if part of you resists them, even if there is a voice that wants to argue. Just let the words be there alongside the resistance and breathe. The resistance is old. It has been with you for a long time. It learned to be there for reasons that made sense once. To protect you, maybe. Or to push you to do better. Or because someone in your past measured you by impossible standards and you internalized those standards and turned them on yourself. But the resistance is not the truth. It is a habit. And habits can change. They change slowly and gently, and usually not all at once. But they change, and tonight is one small part of that changing. Tonight you are practicing something new. Tonight you are resting in the truth that you are a good person, not perfect. Not without flaws or struggles or moments of falling short, but good. Genuinely, fundamentally, at your core, good. The kind of good that doesn't disappear when you make a mistake. The kind of good that was there before you did anything to earn it and will be there long after any particular failure. Your goodness is not something you have to maintain. It is something you are. I am good. Not because I am perfect. I am good because I care and I try and I keep going and I love imperfectly but genuinely. That is enough. That has always been enough. Let your body soften a little more now. Let your shoulders release. Let the muscles in your face go smooth. There's nothing to brace against in this moment. There is nothing coming at you in the dark that requires you to be defended or armored or ready. You are allowed to be completely soft right now. Completely unguarded. Just a person resting in the dark, breathing slowly, letting the truth of their own goodness settle into them like warmth. You are a good person. The people who know you know this. There are people in your life who, if they were asked about you, genuinely asked by someone who wanted to know, would say things that would surprise you, things that would make you think, do they really see me that way? Do they really feel that I have mattered to them in that way? They do. There are people who feel safer in the world because you are in it. People who have been comforted by you in ways they still carry. People who have laughed with you in ways they still remember. People who have been seen by you. Really seen in the specific and particular way that you see people when you're paying attention, and who felt in that being seen something they rarely feel. You have given that to people. More times than you know. More times than you will ever be told. Because most of the good we do goes unnamed. Most of the ways we matter to people are never said out loud, but they are real. Your goodness is real, and it has rippled out into the world in ways you cannot see from here. Let yourself believe that tonight. I have mattered to people. I have made the world a little warmer in ways I will never fully know. I am grateful for the chance to have done that. I am grateful for the people I have loved and been loved by. I am grateful for every moment of genuine connection. Let those words be soft in you. Let them move through you the way warmth moves through a cold body, slowly, from the center outward, finding every corner. Now think about how far you have come, not where you thought you would be by now, not the version of arrival that you imagined, but where you actually are compared to where you started. Think about the things you have survived, the hard seasons, the losses, the moments when you genuinely didn't know how you were going to get through. And then somehow you did. You got through them, all of them. Every hard thing in your life that you thought might break you. You are on the other side of it. Still here, still trying, still caring about whether you are a good person, which means you haven't given up on yourself, which means something essential in you is still very much alive. That is not nothing. That is remarkable. The person you were at your hardest moment, the most frightened, the most lost, the most overwhelmed version of you. That person kept going, and that person brought you here. To this night, to this rest, to this moment of lying in the dark and being reminded that you are good. Thank you to that version of me who kept going when it was hard. Thank you to every version of me that tried. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for being here. Let your breath be easy. The night is soft around you. There is something in the air of this night. Something you might call love or grace, or simply the quiet that comes when the world stops demanding things of you for a few hours. And it sees you clearly. It sees the whole of you. Not just the mistakes, not just the ways you have fallen short, but the whole of you, the trying and the caring and the getting back up and the loving and the small ordinary kindnesses and the moments of genuine courage that you have never given yourself credit for. All of it, seen, all of it. Held in something warm, you are seen, you are known. And what is known about you is good. I am seen. I am known. What is true about me is good. Feel that. Let it be true. Let it be truer than the voice that doubts. Let it be truer than the record of failures. Let it be the ground you rest on tonight. Because the ground of who you are, the real ground, the deep ground, the ground beneath the mistakes and the doubts and the hard seasons, that ground is good. It has always been good. Your goodness is not fragile. It does not depend on having a perfect day. It does not disappear when you lose your patience, or say the wrong thing, or fail to live up to the person you want to be. It is not that kind of goodness. It is the kind that is built into you. The kind that was there when you were born into this world, open and curious and full of the desire to connect, to love, to be loved, to understand. That child is still in you. That original goodness is still in you. It has been with you through everything. It is with you right now in this bed, in this breathing, in the part of you that is still, even now, even tired, even at the end of a long and imperfect day, hoping to be good. The hoping is the goodness, the caring is the goodness, the fact that it matters to you is the goodness. You are a good person. You have always been a good person, and you will be a good person tomorrow, even if tomorrow is imperfect, even if tomorrow has moments you are not proud of, even if tomorrow you fall short in some of the ways you fell short today. Your goodness is not contingent on tomorrow being perfect. It is already here. It is already yours. It always has been. I am a good person. This is true today. It will be true tomorrow. It does not depend on being perfect. It only depends on caring. And I care. I have always cared. Let your body be heavy now. Let everything soften. Let the weight of the day and the weight of the self-judgment and the weight of the long and tiring work of trying to be good. Let all of it rest here on this surface that is holding you, on this night that is receiving you. You don't have to carry any of it through your sleep. Sleep is for healing. Sleep is for the quiet work of renewal that the body and the mind do when you finally let them. And one of the things that heals in sleep is the heart. The tired, overworked, too hard on itself human heart. It heals in the dark. It finds its own goodness again in the quiet. It wakes a little softer than it was when it went to sleep. Let that happen tonight. Let your heart rest. Let it heal. Let it wake tomorrow with a little more room in it. A little more room for yourself, for your own imperfection, for the grace that you so readily extend to other people and so rarely extend to yourself. You deserve the grace you give others. You have always deserved it. Tonight you are receiving it. I receive grace tonight. I give myself the kindness I give others. I am worthy of my own compassion. Let those words be soft and true in you. Breathe them in. And breathe out everything that says otherwise. Everything that says you have to earn your own kindness. Everything that says you have to be better before you deserve to rest. Everything that says the list of your failures is longer than the list of your love. It is not. The list of your love is long beyond measuring, because love, the real kind, the quiet, everyday kind, the kind that shows up in small acts and imperfect words and the genuine wanting of good things for the people around you. That kind of love is not always visible. It does not always announce itself. It does not always get recognized, but it is there. In you, it has always been there, and the world is better for it. You are a good person, a genuinely, truly, at your core, good person, and tonight, for these hours, you can rest in that. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to maintain it. You don't have to do anything with it at all. Just let it be true while you sleep. Just let it be the ground you rest on. Just let your body be heavy and your breath be slow, and the truth of your own goodness be the last thing your waking mind holds before it releases into the dark. You are good. You are loved. You are enough. You have always been enough. The day is done. The night is here, and the night has no requirements. The night only offers. It offers quiet. It offers dark. It offers the long and generous hours of sleep. And it offers this, the chance to stop for a little while, being hard on yourself. The chance to lay down the self-judgment and the self-doubt and the impossible standards and just be a person breathing in the dark. A good person at rest, not with worry, just with the softest kind of hope. Tomorrow you will wake and it will be a new day, and you will have another chance to be who you want to be. Not perfectly, never perfectly, but genuinely. And that is all that has ever been asked. Just genuine, just trying, just caring about the people around you and doing your best with what you have on any given day. You have been doing that your whole life. You will keep doing it. Because that is who you are, and who you are is good. Let sleep come now. It is already close. You can feel it at the edges of awareness, that soft and familiar pulling, that gentle heaviness, that sense of the world growing quieter and further away. Sleep is coming for you the way rest always comes for someone who has been working hard and trying hard and carrying a great deal. It comes with relief. It comes with kindness. It comes saying, you can stop now. You have done enough. You are enough. Come and rest, and you can go. You can go into the dark and the quiet and the healing hours of sleep, and the goodness that is in you will still be there when you wake. It always is. It does not require your vigilance. It does not disappear when you stop watching over it. It is simply part of you, the permanent, essential, always there part. The part that loves, the part that tries, the part that keeps going even on the hard days, the part that is lying here right now, breathing slowly, finally letting itself be told the truth. You are a good person. You are enough. You are loved. Rest now, just rest. Let the night hold you. Let the quiet surround you. Let the truth of your goodness be the last thing you feel before sleep takes you. You are good. You are good. You are good. And tomorrow the sun will rise and you will still be good. And the day after, and the day after that. Because goodness is not something you can lose by being human. It is something you carry. It is something you are. It is something the world is grateful for, even when the world forgets to say so. Even when you forget to say so to yourself, you are good. And tonight, you rest, still. The night around you, quiet and kind. The truth inside you, quiet and kind. You have always been enough. You always will be enough. Just breathe and rest, good person, rest. And the breath moves on its own now. The body knows how, it always has. You don't have to manage it. You don't have to do anything right now. You just have to be here, present and still and breathing, while the night does what the night does and the healing begins the way it always begins, quietly, in the dark, without your supervision. You are being healed right now, not from anything broken. You are not broken. But from the daily wear of being a person in a world that asks a great deal of you. From the tiredness of trying. From the accumulated weight of caring so much about whether you are doing things right. That caring is beautiful. It is also exhausting. And tonight you can rest from it. Tonight you don't have to try. Tonight you don't have to be good. You just have to rest, and the goodness will take care of itself, the way it always does, the way it has always done, quietly and without your effort. Because it is not something you produce, it is something you are, and being doesn't require effort. Being just requires allowing. Allow yourself to be right now exactly as you are. Tired if you are tired. Soft if softness is coming. Relieved if some part of you is already feeling the relief of having been told the truth about yourself. The real truth. The kind truth. The truth that the most loving presence in your life would tell you if they could reach through the dark and hold your hand and say, "You are good. I see you. I know you. You are good." That truth is here. It is always here. You have just been too busy to hear it. But tonight, you are still. Tonight the noise has gone quiet, and so the truth can reach you. You are good. You are seen. You are loved. And you are going to sleep now in the arms of that truth, and it will hold you through the night, and in the morning when you wake, some small part of it will still be there. A little warmer inside than you were before, a little more willing to be kind to yourself, a little more at home in the goodness that has always been yours. Let your thoughts be softer now. They don't have to sob, they just have to soften. Let them move through you the way clouds move through the sky. Without urgency, without direction, without needing you to follow them or fix them or resolve them. They are just thoughts. They are not the truth of you. The truth of you is deeper than any thought. The truth of you is in the caring, in the loving, in the trying, in the keeping going, in the fact that you are here breathing, still hoping to be good, even at the end of a long and imperfect day. That hope is you. That hope is good. I am more than my thoughts tonight. I am more than the voice that criticizes. I am more than the record of things gone wrong. I am a person who loves and tries and keeps going. And that person is enough. That person is good. Let those words be true in you right now in whatever way they can be. Even if just a little. Even if just for tonight. You don't have to believe them completely. You just have to leave a little space for them. A small opening in the defenses. A crack in the self-doubt, just large enough for the truth to get through. You are good. There. Through that small opening, you are good. Let it in. Let it be warm. Let your body be heavy with it. Your chest open, your face smooth and at rest. Your breath slow and easy. All of you here, resting in the truth of your own goodness. On this quiet and patient night, you deserve this rest. You deserve to be told the truth about yourself. You deserve to sleep well. Not because you earned it today, not because you were perfect or productive or accomplished enough. You deserve it simply because you are here and you are trying, and you are a person who carries a great deal with genuine care. That deserves rest. That deserves peace. That deserves the long and healing hours of sleep. Thank you for still caring, even when it is hard. Thank you for still trying, even when you are tired. Thank you for all the small and quiet kindnesses you have offered the world without keeping track. Thank you for being the person you are. Imperfect and real and genuinely good. Thank you for still hoping. That hope is one of the most beautiful things about you. Don't lose it. It doesn't need to be loud to be real. A quiet hope is still hope. A tired trying is still trying. A weary goodness is still goodness. Yours is real. It always has been. Let your breath slow just a little more. Let the night grow a little quieter. Let the thoughts drift a little further. You are on the edge of sleep now. You can feel it, that soft and familiar threshold, that place where the room goes gently blurry at the edges, and the sounds grow distant and the body gets heavier and heavier, until the weight of it becomes not a burden but a comfort, the best kind of weight. The weight of something finally fully at rest. You are nearly there. Just a few more breaths, and with each one, something releases. Something you have been carrying. Something that is lighter now than it was. Something that the night is quietly receiving from you. Taking the weight of it, holding it while you sleep so that you don't have to. The night holds it. The truth holds you. And the truth is this. You are a good person. You have been a good person your whole life. On the days you knew it and on the days you forgot. On the easy days and the hard days. On the days you were